Hello everybody, my name is Panda and welcome back to Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. As you can see, we still have our Plesioth armor, or do we? Well, we don't. It's actually a layered armor set because we can make layered armor now. What you do is you talk to a guy, you throw him 700 zenny, as long as you built the set, you can wear it. It's fantastic because I really like this gear and I didn't really like the Tigrex armor, at least in terms of the way that it looked. So we technically have the Tigrex armor. In fact, we have a lot of the Tigrex weapons now as well because we were able to fight the Hermitars that I needed to build the weapons armor. You know the drill. We also have the Weary Fin Sword because of the Plesioth. So I've been using this for one reason and one reason only. If we take a look at our Monstie field guide, as you can see, well, not Monstie, I'm sorry, Monsterpedia. The Monstepedia is the breeding aspect. As you can see on page 4, column 2, or row 2, column 2, we have the Brute Tigrex. Now, we've taken this BC on, and I apologize, in the last part, I called it the Magma Tigrex. That's not what it is. It's our good boy, the Brute. And I have gotten a couple eggs out of it. I haven't gotten anything worth writing home about, unfortunately, and it's really irritating. But we have been able to get it to at least retreat, so that I have been getting the eggs. Now, if you're curious what makes this thing retreat, we'll take a look at that in a moment. But for your information, max HP 8860, speed 11, attack is a non-elemental attacker. Again, I apologize. At 177, that's why I'm using the Tigrex armor, because Tigrex armor is non-elemental defense, and its weak point is water, which is why I'm using that sword and shield. But more importantly, I'm also using the sword and shield because in order to make it retreat, you have to break the head with the sword and shield after it steps on a shock trap. So the exact same thing as the regular Tigrex. However, Brute Boy here does power as its primary, and then it switches to speed when in rage. So you can actually get it to step on that shock trap. The problem that I've been running into is I've not been successful in this yet is because Roberto keeps breaking the head before I do. Shock trap isn't permanent, it only stuns it for a turn. So it kind of runs into that situation of, well, what can you do? So, with that being said, we also, I don't think they're going to be in the Monsterpedia, but I'm just double checking real quick. Yeah, nothing new in the Monsterpedia. In the Monstepedia, because we have found some rare dens and stuff, we ended up finding Diablos. So Diablos is for sure in the game. So I'm going to find me one. I'm going to buff it out, and it will end up replacing Bibbidi. When, how, what that looks like, I don't know yet. I ended up taking the Monopolis that I did get. It was just an amazing smelling egg, and I didn't realize what it was at the time because obviously I had never seen the egg before. That's what it looks like, by the way. And if you want to know what it looks like as a baby, that's what it looks like. So anyway, took one of the genes out of it, gave it to my Plesioth. We also found Gendro. Have not found it in the wild, just found the egg, so I hatched it to see what that was. And then, of course, your Brute Boy here. The reason why I'm chasing after a Brute Tigrex is, stat-wise, it's not significantly better. It has one more in terms of max HP. Brute has 7, Basic has 6. The crit rate is also better, whereas Brute has 8, the regular has 7. So it's literally a point-for-point difference, being 1 point higher in those two categories. The speed and the recovery are exactly the same. So, is it worth grinding out? No. Do I get experience for it? Yeah. Do I get a cool new monster? Also, yeah. Is it a power monster? Yeah, it is. So, it kind of takes that speed category that I have too much of right now, kind of balances it out a little bit better. We just haven't found a good technical monster, and that's kind of where we're struggling. That's pretty much it, man. There's really not a lot else that I've been working on. As you can see, I still have a bunch of Tigrex eggs that I have found. This is being the regular Tigrex egg with an amazing smell. Found it in a rare den. What can you do? Driving me batty. I should have never farmed the damn thing. But we got experience. We got levels. I can one-shot everything else. So take it from me. Don't waste your time. Once you get out here, you find a rare den, you'll probably get a Tigrex egg. As long as you got the buff going, it may even smell nice. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Oh, expedition party's returned. Let's go check them real quick, and then we'll send them back out before we go and finish up our time with... Oh, I still got 10 minutes. We'll do that later. Finish up our time with Roberto. So, heading over to Sedona Barrens. If you remember last time, depending on when you watched it, we have to find out why the Plesioth left the cave. So, to the cave we go. And I'm not going to beat up on the Brute just yet. I do really appreciate the fact that Catervan is right next to the Brute Tigrex. It is a really quick and easy farm. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's because I understand the game a little bit better and understand how type advantage works, as well as getting the doubles and everything like that, or if it's just the point where I'm over-leveled now versus where I was over-leveled with the regular Tigrex. I can take that thing out consistently. I don't lose. Like, it's very rare that it even gets me to do a heart drop. So I don't think it's easier. I think it's just situationally easier. Take that with a grain of salt. It's hard for me to prove because obviously I'm not at a level that you should normally be at this point. So too much grinding. As far as a lot of the monsters in here, if I don't need the parts, I'm not going to fight them. So like the Hermitar and stuff like that, I don't need. I have plenty of because they're very prevalent in the overworld. And I did a lot of grinding while I was out there. Just kind of exploring for right now, seeing where I need to go. Oh, there is a purple Ludroth. I don't want to deal with you right now. I got plenty of your parts too because you're a little prevalent in the overworld. But yeah, as far as weapons and everything are concerned, I really need some more Plesioth parts because there's weapons associated with it that I just didn't have enough parts for. But it's harder to find, at least for me right now, based on what I have unlocked in the map. Looks like this was a dead end. We also have a bunch of new armor sets that I could ultimately make. I haven't sat down and really looked at the benefits, the pros, cons. When we're done here, we'll take a look and see what we can't build, depending on where we're at for time. Worst case scenario, we'll look at it in the next part. Some sonic bombs are good. You can buy those now at this stage of the game. I can't buy any flash pods, which is really unfortunate because I've been farming Legiana to try and get some certain skills off of it. They're guaranteed skills, so it's not like I'm really doing a lot of digging. The biggest one that I'm trying to get that's not guaranteed is Ice Elemental plus L. And it's a rare drop on Gammoth, a rare drop on Barioth and Legiana, as well as two monsters that I just don't know what are, one of which is a plus monster, meaning it wasn't in the original base game. On the plus monster, it drops 100%. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to find that until very late in the game, if not after we beat it, so...
Roberto, spill the beans. Why did a Plesioth appear in the Barrens?
Be patient, and you'll find out soon enough.
Does a Plesioth have something to do with the desert?
Want to chill it with the questions? The answer is there, if you listen to the monsters.
Listen to the monsters?
Look, I know they don't actually speak, but it's possible to find out why they came somewhere and what's making them act all weird. If you pay attention to them, is what I'm saying.
Old Red could hear the voices of monsters, though.
Red? Who's that?
My buddy's grandpa. He was a genius writer, and my friend here has definitely inherited that.
Red. I feel like I've heard that name before.
What's gotten into you? And what's with that face?
Hmm? Do you mean like the Red?
You knew him?
No, dude, only the name. He's known amongst hunters as a pretty radical rider.
Wowza, buddy! Even hunters know about your grandpa!
So your Gramps was Red, the far-out rider who could vibe with monsters. In that case, you better up your game, kid. Okay, let's go see if you figured out the answer.
Roberto is such a hippie. Well, I'm gonna take the long way around then. I don't want to deal with that Ludroth. Ooh. Piscine Wyvern. Okay, cool. I'll take it. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I'll... Uh-oh! That was absolutely a trap, and I did not appreciate that. But we got some more Ludroth parts. Yeehaw! All right, let's see. Rather big open space. Gotta love them because you gotta do a little bit more exploring to make sure you don't miss anything. Looks like we have an exit up north, but I'm gonna go around a little bit on the southwest side just to, yeah, no. Cool. Like to be sure. I don't want to have to come back if I don't have to. Plus, you never know. If there's a chest in there, it could have something that's gonna help you in the fight. There's no monster in this den. Betcha a shiny Zenny, it's around here somewhere. Don't let your guard down, okay? Let's take a look. Cephadrome. Ambush? What do you mean? Oh my god, that's so frustrating. Okay, everybody, be cool. We can take them. Oh, it's so annoying. Just as I thought, the cave's waterway would make a perfect habitat for a Plesioth. This is no time to make field notes, we gotta fight! Oh, well, yeah, okay. I have fought in Cephadrome before, but I don't remember what the attacks are. I wanna say that it starts on speed, so Roberto's just gonna have to take the hit. We'll leave it. I also want to say there was a bow involved. So we will attack with power, we will attack the back, and we will just kind of piece it together from there. Roberto got inflicted with blind. Why? Oh, it's so annoying. But it looks like we have power with the ice weakness, so that's good. Shame that I don't have my greatsword then. So let's go ahead and do tech. Go ahead and get that double. I didn't see Roberto was doing tech. I could have saved the adjustment to the Bojangles there. That's not bad damage, though, from Ice Spear. It's not attacking anybody? Is it diving? It is diving. Wonderful. So we have Screamer pods, which will do great for this part specifically. So grateful for that. Cephadrome move through the sand like they're swimming in water. Their eyes are no good, so they use the sound to hunt prey. Sound, huh? Why did we say we put on a little show for this thing then? I agree. Let's go ahead and throw down a sonic explosion. His greatsword looks very Diablos? I'm curious to see what the Diablos parts are when we get there. Nice one, buddy. Now hit it with everything you got. I will. Alright, well, the back's broke. Let's go ahead and continue fighting it with the bow. We'll go for the tail, see if that doesn't do damage there. Bow is not good to go on the tail. Okay, good to know. That's probably sword, but I don't have my ice sword with me, which is unfortunate. Oh, we got it to at least half health. Ooh, but it's fighting. It's fighting. All right, we got it right on. And it's also angry. And it's attacking Bojangles. Now, if it was speed, we've seen it go either way. We've seen it go to power, we've seen it go to technical. So here's what I'm going to do and why, and how I would recommend you guys think about it as well. If you do not know, and you do not want to guess, and you do not want to lose, since it exists the probability, or since it exists for the fact that you can either bounce or win, if you choose power, it's safe to always go with the bounce. It does less damage. So that's why I'm choosing power. If it is power, we bounce. If it's technical, we win. But if I were to assume it's power and go speed, then we get hit harder because of the matchup type for technical beating speed. So that's why I'm doing that. And again, it's always play the safe bet. If you don't know for sure, the safe bet will keep you safe. That's why it's called safe bet, because it keeps you safe. It's safe. Safety. And it looks like I was right. And I was also right about the sword being broken. But that's fine, the part's broken. Alrighty, now we'll fight the stomach. It is still angry. We can still do the technical and a double. Oh, I'm stupid. And there are times where you just forget. You forget what it was right beforehand, and you're just like, it was technical, so I should go technical. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'm sure a few of you have also done it as well. Power is what I meant to do. The sword is not effective here. Let's go ahead and pull out the bagpipes, because I still don't know how to pronounce the name for that. Okay, so hammers are gold there. Perfect. We might break all parts. Is it gonna ground dive again? Yes. All parts broken. Maybe we'll just get lucky and kill it. All right. Looks like the monster's chilled out now. So did you figure anything out? Yeah, I think we did. We're a little closer to the truth now, anyhow. And I definitely needed these, but I can sell those. And as you can see, building all the weapons and armor, I'm running low on money, and I hate it. By low, I mean I'm under 200,000. For me, that's low.
The reason there was a Plesioth in the Barrens was the Cephadrome?
Correctamundo. The Cephadrome drove the Plesioth out of its territory. In its usual habitat, the Plesioth wouldn't have troubled us.
You're making me feel sorry for it.
It's the natural order of things. We're all just trying to survive.
It's necessary? For survival?
Monsters compete for territory, dude. Then they devour one another to satisfy hunger. It's just the way it is. Like it or lump it.
So they attack each other simply because they want to live.
Right. And it's the same with hunters. We take down monsters so that humans can survive. We all take the lives of others to prolong our own. That's the truth, and there's no changing it. You just gotta roll with it. It's just my opinion, but I think we stand to gain a lot from cooperating, you know? Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's work together to solve the mystery of the pits and clear Ratha of suspicion while we're at it.
Well, let's head back for now.
Roberto? Thanks, dude. Sorry I said hunters and riders could never get along.
Hey, no worries. It did hurt my feelings a bit, though.
Well, as an apology, I could offer you the fine fungus specimen my buddy found earlier.
How totally rad of you, thanks. Seems like you got your Gramps smarts after all, huh? Let's see. Huh? Oh, there's a bug on it!
Huh? Ah, that's right. It slipped my mind, but Roberto gets totally grossed out by bugs.
Well, we all have some. Man, that was not cool. Come on, let's hurry back to the Scrivener's Lodge. I know this will convince Lilia, though. Let's bring back an egg and head to the Scrivener's Lodge. Time to get Ratha back. We all have a thing that bothers us, and that's fact of life. Hey, the expedition party's back. Fantastic. We'll tackle that too. I'd be willing to bet that's a Cephadrome egg. I don't think I've ever gotten one yet, so when we go outside, it'll tell us. And well, it won't tell you, but give you an idea of what kind of beastie lies within said egg. Based on the color palette, though, I would suspect it's Cephadrome, if not Plesioth. One of the two. And it is a Piscine Wyvern egg, so I very strongly probably expect it. With that being said, let's head back to city and see what we can do here real quick. All right, we will take a look at armor and weapons first. Because I should have done that before we set out, but, you know, I just got so excited. I'm like, let's do this.
Welcome.
All right, so, as far as armor is concerned, we still can't make Zenogreber, we still can't make Gammoth, and we cannot make Tigrex U, but we made the regular Tigrex. Tigrex U being the brute Tigrex. I need Neopatron material, which is what I need for a couple of these as well. So, you also have the Monoblos armor. I did not make it because I do not actually need it. The non-elemental attack boost would be good if I were using it, but I'm not. I've been mostly focusing on elemental attack based on what I'm fighting, so that's where we're there. Then you have the Hermitar U armor, which is the Plum Hermitar, or Hermitar, forgive me, not Hermitar. The regular Hermitar armor, both of which give you health boost and stuff like that, or Den Protector. So, I mean, these aren't bad armor sets. Like that Den Protector L might be good to pick up for just the sake of trying to get things to retreat, and I still very well might do that. I just don't know yet if that's the route that I want to take. Still debating. You'll find out what I end up doing, though, of course. Then you have the Cephadrome armor and the Plesioth armor. These both have decent skills associated with them, but really situational. Then you have the classic Legion armor. I've never been a fan of this armor set. I've never liked it. I'm just not a fan. If you like it, though, again, no judgments. I probably will never make this armor. And that's pretty much it from what we've seen before. Now, in terms of weapons, I still can't make any of the blue weapons yet. The Usurper's Rumble, Usurper's Growl, Usurper's Firebolt, the Giant's Hammer, the Giant's Kodo, and the Giant's Bow. Still out of my league. We finally did make the Crimson Club, though. I have not upgraded it. I have not started on using it yet. I don't know if I will, but we did make it. We made the Tiger Jawblade, which has been something that I've been eyeballing forever since we beat the first Tigrex. We made the Striped Striker. This is where I needed Plesioth material. I have enough to probably get away with making this, so we'll make it real quick, but I think I still have one Plesioth item that I have to make. So, not going to switch to it yet. We saw everything here, nothing new. We finally finished the Tigrex Archer. And then the Marine Fisher, that's the other one that I needed. I just don't have the materials for it. So I have one more gun lance to make and then we're done. But Glacial gun lance is done. The Longomberator's done. So armor weapon wise, we're pretty much there.
Thank you.
And then of course a layered armor, you can go and make it, which is what this Barioth armor is. It's just layered. So onward to talk to... Shoot, what was her name? Lilia? Lilia. Terrible with name, great with faces, though.
If you are reading this letter, I believe you may be having doubts about your mission.
Ratha is at the lab.
Who's there? You were made commander not for your good judgment, nor for your skills as a scrivener. It was because you understand the bond between Ryder and Monstie better than any of us.
Why do you know where Ratha is? And what's this lab? Where is it? Is this? Everything will become clear soon. You must hurry.
If you find yourself at a crossroads and do not know which way to go, please trust yourself and follow your heart.
Urgent news, Commander! There's a monster loose at the lab!
Lilia! We fixed things up for ya!
I see. Roberto, you need to go to the lab.
The lab? What? Did something happen?
I've had a report that a monster has gotten loose. I need you and the other hunters to investigate.
Got it.
Wait a minute! We proved ourselves! Now give us back Ratha!
Ratha isn't here. Right now, he's at the lab.
What? What?
Roberto, hurry!
What about these dudes?
You should go with Roberto.
Ugh.
We'll need you to step in if Ratha loses control. If anyone can stop him, it's you. You're his beloved rider, after all.
Lilia!
And of course, we'll need your help too, Naviru.
You got it! Just leave it to us!
Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah. Guess I'll see you later then.
To the lab, at once! After fulfilling a request from the guild, you return to Lulacon to retrieve Ratha. You learn that a monster is attacking a lab, and it turns out that's what Shouldn't that say where? And it turns out that's where Ratha is? I mean, we know Ratha's a monster, like, that's that. Was there ever a doubt? Lilia takes a leap of faith and puts her trust in you, the only one able to control Ratha. And we will, but not today. Not today. Instead, we are going to apparently end a side quest in here that I didn't know about.
Well, hi
Cool.
there.
Garwa egg, for example. Temnoceran. What is that? Temnoceran egg research. Oh. Okay, it's not a Monstie, it's an egg type. I'm pretty sure that's what Priscilla is. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, sidetrack, Blue Quest. I apologize. We'll pick this up next time. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. I love to hear from you guys, and I respond to every single one unless I accidentally miss it, in which case you just yell at me. But until next time, you take care and stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye!